Morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Beans are up 12 cents, corn's up a penny, wheat's up 2. Outside markets, stocks are kind of hovering around yesterday's close, waiting for the Fed report today. You got the dollar a little bit lower, crude lower, and gold a little bit higher. I think all the markets will react to whatever the Fed does. Seems like half the crowd thinks they need to lower interest rates 50 basis points and another 50 basis points before the end of the year. The other half of the crowd think they might slow play this down 25% basis points, thinking they have everything under control. Inflation is down, but they're still worried about a few factors like the rising wages and uncertainty of the job market. As far as soybeans are concerned, just kind of a low volume, short covering rally that may not imply that there's anything new. There were no new China sales yesterday, even though there's talk of China buying U.S. October, November. And the export inspections were disappointing. And I think the crop ratings were kind of in line with what people thought. And a harvest should be full swing over the weekend. So we'll get more data. Some early data out of like Iowa for soybean yields are concerned, like in the 80s. And that's really a good crop. And we have to keep in mind that crushers are beginning to lower their basis. Spreads remain wide. The market's anticipating the farmer to cut the beans first, leave the corn in the field to dry out, and those beans might come to the market. South America, we're still looking at mostly dry conditions, some showers in Paraná over the weekend. We'll see if we can get any rain in central Brazil. Same in Argentina, same in the Black Sea, and we still see mostly dry conditions in the southern U.S. plains, which might stress some of the winter wheat that's being planted. There's an old saying at the Board of Trade, you plant in dust and your bins will bust, so we'll see if that happens. Farmers would rather have rain in April than in September and October. We'll also be watching the Midwest. There are some showers right now, parts of Kansas and Missouri. The extended forecast calls for rain in the Midwest, but I don't think it's significant enough to slow the harvest, even though the trade is worried about that. The wheat market continues to struggle with some pretty volatile trade between a trading range. We're unable to trade much over $6 in Chicago because we just don't have the demand that the market needs to push that higher. And it's also unable to break sharply because of what's going on as far as Europe crops, Russian crops, and just the overall Northern Hemisphere supply outlook. So a Fed day, we'll see how the markets react to that, and then we'll move forward through harvest and see if there's any bounce in the grains after harvest.